Level 5, Grade E, Divisibility Rules for 3, 4, 5, 6 and 9. Divisibility rules are the rules that tell you whether a number can be divided by a particular number. So for example, if a number ends in 0, I know 10 goes into it exactly. So, and also if a number is an even number, so it ends in 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, then 2 goes into it exactly. Now, divisibility rule for 5, you should be familiar with this one. If it ends in a 5 or a 0, then 5 will go into it. But if it ends in anything else, an 8 is not that, then it won't go into it. So those that end in 5 and 0 are divisible by 5, and those that end in 8 are not. Divisibility rules for 3 and 9 is a really nice rule. This, if you've got the digits, let's just move that across a little bit. If I've got the digits 3, 2, 1, if I add the digits 3, 2 and 1, that makes 6. And the sum, if that sum of the digits is in the 3 times table, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, then that is divisible by 3, so 6 is. This one, 6 plus 0 plus 5, that makes 11. Now if I'm not sure about my 3 times table past 10, so it's 3, 6, 9, I can carry this on and do 1 plus 1, which is 2. That is not in the 3 times table, so that is not divisible by 3. You probably realised that 3 goes into 600 200 times, so 603 would be divisible by 3, and 606 would be the next one. This one, 4 plus 5 plus 3 gives us 9, 10, 11, 12. Now I know 12 is in the 3 times table. If I wasn't sure, I could do 1 plus 2, which is 3, and that is definitely in the 3 times table. So that works for those. And 9 is very similar. Because 9 is 3 times 3, it follows the same rule, except for the number must be the 9 times table. So if I add the digits 4 plus 0 plus 5 and get the number 9, then that means that number is divisible by 9. This one, if I go 1 plus 9 plus 7, that's 17. That's not divisible by 9 because it's not in the 9 times table. If I add the 1 7, I'd get 8, but I know 17 is not in the 9 times table. 7 plus 9 plus 2, 7 plus 9 is 16, plus 2 is 18. Okay, I know 18 is in the 9 times table, or if I did it, I could add the 1 and the 8 to get 9, and that's also in the 9 times table. Okay, the rule for 4 is not as good as those two rules, but it's quite a good rule. Essentially what we're doing here is, because 4 goes into 100, we don't mind what happens after the first two digits. This can be anything, because we know it's going to go into 300, 600 and 400. All we need to know for if numbers are divisible by 4 is these last two digits. Does 4 go into that? So does 4 go into 20? Well, 5 4s are 20. So that's divisible by 4. Does 4 go into 83? Well, 4 goes into 80 20 times. So the next number will be 84, so that's not divisible by 4. And 48. Does 4 go into 48? Well, 12 4s are 48, so that is divisible by 4. And the rule for 6 is a nice rule, which is the hybrid of even numbers and the rule for 3. Because 6 is 2 times 3, if 2 goes into the number and 3 goes into the number, then 6 will go into it. So first of all, it's got to be an even number. So this number cannot be divisible by 6 because it's an odd number. All numbers that 6 go into will be even numbers. So then we just look at the digits. If we add the digits 3, 2 and 4, that gives us 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that in the 3 times table? Is it an even number? Yes, so that must be divisible by 6 because it's divisible by 2 and by 3. This is an even number, and we go 4 plus 5 plus 8. 4 and 5 is 9, plus 8 is 17, and 1 plus 7 is 8. So that is not divisible by 3. It's not in the 3 times table when we add the digits. And just to show how powerful this is, we'll have one big number at the end here. It's an even number, so we know 2 goes into it. Now does 3 go into it? Well, I could add all these up, but if I can combine these into 3s or 6s or 9s, then I don't have to add it all up. So that 3 there, I just ignore that 3 because 3 obviously goes into 3. I can ignore the 1 and the 2 because 1 plus 2 is 3, the 1 and the 8 because 1 plus 8 is 9, and 5 and 4 makes 9, so I know that that number goes into the 3 times table. That number's in the 3 times table, 3 will go into it. So therefore it's divisible by 6 because it's an even number and 3 goes into it.